Most people who spend time on small-scale DIY projects know the struggle of trying to sand tight corners or delicate edges with a bulky block of sandpaper. It is usually a recipe for frustration and uneven results. That is where this little reciprocating sanding pen from LYDODOKA comes into the picture. It is essentially a motorized file that fits right in your hand, and honestly, it feels more like holding a thick marker than a piece of power equipment. The ergonomics are spot on for those long sessions where you are trying to get a 3D print or a wooden model looking just right. What really catches the eye is the sheer volume of accessories included in the box. You get 8 different sanding heads and a mountain of adhesive-backed sandpaper. We are talking hundreds of pieces. It is almost overkill, but for anyone who does a lot of detail work, having that many grits ready to go is a massive time saver. You can switch from a rough grit to a fine polish without having to hunt for supplies. The device itself offers 3 speed settings, topping out at 3,600 strokes per minute. It is not going to strip paint off a deck, but for precision work, that speed range is perfect. It moves fast enough to be effective, but stays controlled enough that you won't accidentally sand away a detail you meant to keep. The charging situation is another highlight. It uses a USB rapid charging system that gets the battery back to full in about 20 minutes. That is surprisingly quick for a tool like this. You get roughly an hour and 40 minutes of runtime, which is plenty for most hobbyist projects. There's also a smart little safety feature built in, an overload chip that cuts the power if you press down too hard. It is a nice touch because it keeps the motor from burning out, though it can be a bit jarring when it stops mid-stroke if you're being a little too aggressive with your pressure. Now, it is not perfect. The plastic housing feels decent, but it is definitely a lightweight tool, so do not expect industrial-grade durability. Also, while the indicator lights are helpful for keeping track of the battery, they can be a bit bright if you are working in a dimly lit room. Still, for the price and the sheer convenience of having a cordless, pen-sized sander that actually works, it is a solid addition to any workbench. If you're tired of hand sanding those tiny, awkward spots, this thing is going to make your life a whole lot easier. It is a niche tool, sure, but for the right person, it is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.